buddy.
Now we're going to do something extra.
How you guys doing? It's Thursday, almost at the end, guys. Those of you who are getting a break really soon, I hope you guys are stoked. One more day to go. Who's on? Sound off in chat. Let me know what you have to drink. We got some stuff to get through tonight. This is going to be a fun one.
Yeah! Tonight!
So, I guess I should talk about what I'm going to play tonight. Now, it's not really Christmas-y, but it's a game that well, there's a long backstory to this game. I'll try to tell the most condensed version of the story I possibly can. So, I was a huge fan of the Final Fantasy Tactics game, which was a PlayStation game years ago. Came out like in 1995 or something like that. I don't know. Old game, right? One of my favorite games of all time. So, rewind all the way back to, I think it was 2014. There was a Kickstarter for this game, and it's called Unsung Story, and it was all about, it was basically like a spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Tactics. The original game's director and composer and writer were all involved, and it was going to be this huge project, and it was like, oh man, this is great. Like, they're going to make a new strategy game, just like Final Fantasy Tactics, all the same personnel. How can this fail, right? Well, it failed big time. The company producing the game ended up, they never finished the game, and then they ended up selling the whole property off to another company, and they took over development of the game. And somehow, I mean, after, I think that was like in 2016 or 2017 when they actually handed off the game to a new developer, and then, like, you know, like they say, you know, Christmas miracle happened. The game is actually out. It's not even close to being complete. It just launched in early access today. I got my key this morning. So that's why I'm going to play this, even though it's not really like holiday related, but I wanted to kind of get into it like as fresh as possible. Because, I mean, this is a game people have been waiting for like, yeah, at least, well, I mean, 6 or 7 years now. So it's kind of amazing. I backed the game. I think I backed at the level of like $20 or something. So I wasn't, you know, if the game never even got finished, I wasn't going to be sitting here like, oh, you know, I sank $300 or $400 into this thing. It was like, no, just $20. So I'm just happy to have the game finally getting somewhere. So we're going to run through that. Check it out. I got my awesome, if you guys can see my badass 7-Up sweater here. We'll see how long I can last in this. It's kind of warm, but that's how I'm making up for the lack of the holiday gameplay for my this SIG tonight. They made a couple follow-ups to Final Fantasy Tactics on Game Boy Advance, and then I think the DS had one. So they made 2 other Final Fantasy Tactics games, but they were not direct sequels to the original game on PlayStation, and this game was meant to be like kind of a spiritual successor in a way. Obviously, they're not going to get the Final Fantasy license for this kind of project, so that's how it goes, you know. But I was really looking forward to the original concept of this game, and of course, with the original writer and director of Final Fantasy Tactics involved, you were like, it's going to be great. And then the composers, like Chuck and I especially, you know, we really love the music to these games, so we were super stoked on that. Let's do the movie real quick.
Yeah! Tonight!
All right, guys. Here, enjoy this little quick video, and we'll come back and chat a little bit about it in just a second. So here, enjoy this.
This Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, another heartwarming holiday special starring the Peanuts Gang. When the Great Pumpkin puts a bounty on Charlie Brown's head, the rest of the gang race against each other to bump him off and collect the reward. Are you ready, Lucy?
Just a minute. Okay, blockhead.
Bring me the head of Charlie Brown!
Sponsored by Madison Farms, makers of Ding Dongs, Twinkies, Pooftas, and Wussy Cakes.
Schroeder, where's your piano?
Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Schroeder, where's your piano? Also starring Snoopy and the Red Baron, Peppermint Patty, and the Kite-Eating Tree.
So, what's the prevailing attitude, Charlie Brown?
I don't know, Linus. I feel like someone is out to get me.
Heavily disguised, Charlie Brown is forced to take it on the lamb. There he is! Get him!
Good grief.
Until they pushed him too far.
Taste it, Charlie Brown! See you in hell.
And 1, and 2.
It's a bat! It's a bat!
Happiness is a warm oozy.
Bring me the head of Charlie Brown, with a special appearance by the little red-haired girl.
Turn out the light, will ya?
Yeah. What you guys think about that? Isn't that awesome? I saw that at a film festival. I can't remember where, and I just laughed my ass off. I thought it was so funny. And you guys know me. I've been on a little bit of a riff with all the Peanuts, you know, Charlie Brown Christmas stuff. I showed you guys Blue Peanuts a couple nights ago. So this, I just happened to remember this, and I was like, I got to find that video. And at the time, when I was searching for Blue Peanuts, which I had seen years ago as well, I thought the movie you guys just saw, Bring Me the Head of Charlie Brown, was Blue Peanuts, and so I was getting those mixed up, and so I found Blue Peanuts. I was like, oh shit, well, I know about this other movie. What the hell was it called? And then I finally tracked it down. So yeah, that was a student-made animation. It was, as you can see, like, it was super rough. They never really finished it, and I had to go through and first try to take out all the copyrighted music, but also try to brighten up the image so you guys could see it a little bit better. So you guys got to kind of get the you got the THX version there that I spent, you know, like an hour putting together. But yeah, that's good old Bring Me the Head of Charlie Brown. A really funny little student project. Yeah, so I thought you guys would get a kick out of that, and I'm just trying to do like fun little movies like that. If you guys, especially if you haven't seen these little videos, really cool to see, I think. Since I was doing this yesterday, let me continue. I wanted to talk briefly about more about the backlog, and this won't take long, guys, I promise. All the games I've been playing this year, sort of like a 2020 recap. Just kind of go through and talk about, you know, I think I've played 20 games for streams and for the YouTube project. So just to kind of keep these games like in your mind, if you guys happen to, if you're dealing with your own backlog, or if you're thinking about like when games are on sale, what to pick up. So hopefully some of the research I'm doing is going to help you guys make decisions there. So we left off yesterday talking about Super Meat Boy, which is a crazy ass game. The next game I played is a game called Moonlighter. And if you guys were on that stream, I went... So when I do these streams, I typically, not the 12 Beers of Christmas, but my normal game streams, I do 3 beers, usually 3. So I give roughly about an hour each beer, give or take. You know, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. And also, how long is the game keeping me kind of glued to my chair and I'm playing and having a good time? Moonlighter was the first game in recent memory where I went over time because I just kept playing it. It was really addicting right out of the gate. And I ended up, I think, drinking 5 beers that night or something like that. It was definitely more than 3. And I just kept playing it. I think I ended up streaming that game for like, I think it was 5 hours straight. So it just goes to show you, like, I had a blast with that game. It was really addicting. So all I can say is I recommend Moonlighter if you haven't played it. I got the game for free because it was part of Epic Games. They were just, you know, Epic Games has been giving away a game a week for like 2 years now, or I don't know, maybe not 2, but like a year and a half, basically. Yeah, I just couldn't put the game down. I just kept getting more beer, just kept streaming. So I think some of you guys might have been on that stream. Fun game, super addicting, and there were a few things I was even doing wrong, and I still had fun in it. So good game. That's a good one. Next up was July 4th. I played BROFORCE. That was really funny. BROFORCE actually surprisingly suffered from a little bit of platforming woes for me, which a game like Super Meat Boy, that's kind of the whole design of that game. I was not expecting that in BROFORCE. So I did get a little frustrated with that game, and just because of the platforming stuff. And some of the secret missions were really, I felt a little bit convoluted and a little bit unnecessarily hard. But BROFORCE is such a ridiculous and silly game. I remember, I think over some holiday break back in the day, Tomatron and I played that game together. We were like just dying laughing at all the great action movie references and all the action movie characters they bring back for that game. And we were just like laughing so hard. It was so fun to play that. And, you know, I kind of talk about, like, so some of the games I've been playing, this is sort of like a project where, you know, you might hear about a game, like, oh yeah, that game got amazing reviews, it was one of the best games of the year, whatever year it might have been, and it's like, why didn't I play that? I have the game, it's just sitting there, why didn't I play it? Like, oh, I'm busy playing other shit. So, BROFORCE was a game I actually went through after the stream, and I completed the game. I beat the end boss and finished it. So BROFORCE was good. It's got the right sense of humor. It's really easy to pick it up and run and gun and play. It gets surprisingly hard towards the end of the game, but you know, it's kind of like, you know, back in the day in the NES era, you just keep playing until you can beat it. So that's kind of how I just powered through it. BROFORCE is a great game. Play it. You probably have it. If not, it's been super cheap, like $2 or something. Pick it up. It's a hilarious game. Okay, so I grabbed another beer and check this out, guys. Isn't this funny? Look at this. But Zelda's Fruit Adventures from E9. I had to grab this just on the name alone. Batch number 1, as you guys can see. I don't know. I don't even know when this beer came out, but I saw it. I had to get it. So yeah, Zelda's Fruit Adventures. Barrel-aged farmhouse ale with peaches and apricots from the Yakima Valley. So E9. So yeah. You know, I don't know Zelda games, but you know it's game related, right? So might as well pop this guy open. You know what though? It's a sour. It's a saison rather, a farmhouse ale. Hopefully we don't have any foam action. That's the one thing when I'm down here I got to worry about. So I got to be really ready to pour this in case it foams. So let me get this open, guys. All right, guys. Here you go. We got our cup of cheer. We got it filled with cheer this time. Wow. It's actually pretty tart for a farmhouse. The next game I got through, well, I didn't get through, sorry. The next game I played on stream, which was really fun, Hardspace Shipbreaker. Now, this was a game that kind of came out of left field, and it's still in early access, so they're still working on it. But it's a game where you're just out in space, floating around, and you're just taking apart ships. And it's a really relaxing and interesting game. I feel like it was a really good idea for a game, and like that's a game that like I hope to return to when they add more ships and more things you can do. So Shipbreaker is awesome. I highly recommend it. It's in good shape now. So if, you know, I don't know how you guys feel about early access. I mean, it's on my mind a lot because the game we're going to play in a minute is definitely early access. I can say that. Really, it's like if you want a game, you can, like if you like, you know, have a shitty day at work, or you just want a game you can kind of zone out to, like that's a game for sure. Like you can actually turn off the timer too and just take the ship apart at your own pace and as long as you want to go. So yeah, that's a super relaxing, really cool game. I'm really excited to, you know, as they keep working on it, to see new ships and more content. So I want to say my buddy Gouda, he's not here tonight. He was on yesterday. I think he gifted me that game. I'm pretty sure. So he's crazy like that. He'll just send me games. I mean, he sent me Cyberpunk. I mean, the guy's nuts. I haven't played it yet, but you know, I've been really busy with putting this whole thing on and all that. So I'll get to that soon. But anyway, Hardspace Shipbreaker, I think it's been on sale a few times, even though it's still early access. But like, I would say pick it up if you're even like remotely into the concept of floating out in space and taking apart a ship. If that even sounds kind of appealing, pick it up. I think it's a really cool game so far, and there's still a lot to do even in the early access stage of it right now. Oh man, this is good. Zelda's Fruit Adventures from E9. Cheers to E9. They're doing good work down in Tacoma. I've been a fan for quite some time. Their sours are really good, and they just, you know, they're doing good stuff. I put a vote out there on Facebook, on my Facebook page. You guys got to vote. I think it was 8 games, and you guys all voted for Fallout New Vegas. So it was your fault. I played Fallout New Vegas. You guys all picked it. It's actually awesome. I can just tell. I played it for what, 3 hours, you know, and I could tell just in the first couple hours that the writing and like the world of that game was already better in the first 3 hours than all of Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. So Fallout New Vegas was really cool. I played it completely vanilla. And that's a game that, you know, it needs mods, really, you know, all kinds of stuff from graphics fixes to all, you know, UI fixes, and it just needs mods before I can really dive into that game. Because that's just how those damn Bethesda games are. They got to mod the shit out of them because the developers, they just, it's designed for consoles. I could go on a whole tirade about it, but I won't. I'll spare you guys. Fallout New Vegas is really cool. I had fun playing it. I feel like in that stream, a lot of unexpected stuff happened, and that's the beauty of like a Fallout game like that. It's hard for me to play a single-player RPG for you guys. I just feel like there's not always a lot to talk about, so that's another reason I haven't really like looked at Cyberpunk yet, because like I'm like, how am I going to cover this game if I were to stream it or whatever? Like, what am I going to? I don't know. It's like a single-player RPG. You know, you're just kind of like, if you're really immersed in it, it's really hard to kind of think about like, oh, I got to be entertaining and talk and stuff. So anyway, we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I have the game. And okay, guys, would I recommend Fallout New Vegas? Absolutely. Especially if you guys think Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 could have been a whole lot better. I agree. Might be a fun video to do in the future if I go back to New Vegas. I'll have to like maybe do like a little tiny walkthrough of the mods I want to run. I really like the mods that don't alter the core gameplay that much. It's more like quality of life improvements, especially with the UI. Like Skyrim suffered from this too. Like the UI was just so dog shit, and like a lot of the mods just like fixed it up and like, you know, changes the UI to be on a PC with a keyboard and mouse instead of controller. So it's things like that it's just like, man, you know, what if the devs weren't just so lazy? And you know, I get it. It's like they got to ship a game on time. I mean, even we're just talking about Cyberpunk. You look at those guys; they delayed the game 3 times. It's still launched with it's a shit show. Like it's super buggy from what I hear, and like the company had to go out and do an emergency conference call and like offer refunds, and the shit is just like it's a disaster, right? So I totally understand that it's like, we got to get a game out. It's got to go out on time. Marketing spent millions of dollars announcing this day and date, so it's got to come out, right? So I don't know. Next game, last game we're going to talk about. Then we're going to get into some gameplay. I played Undertale on the stream, and for whatever reason, I don't know why this is, and maybe some of you guys have some insight to this. I started posting the replays of the Undertale videos, and they have been by far the worst performing videos on my channel out of everything I've been doing. I think I have struck a nerve with the Undertale fanboys, or whatever, the Undertale fans. I think the aspect of me drinking beer, that mixed with the game has pissed off a bunch of them or something. I'm not really sure. But my metrics for those videos are really poor, and it's just kind of amazing to me. I felt like I was covering the game fairly. There were some things I did not enjoy about that game, but I mean, it's a game for 5 years. I just kept hearing about how good it is and how amazing it is, and like it was fine. I don't think it was amazing. I thought the music was really good. I think Dr. Cresp, you also really enjoyed the music in that game. Otherwise, I don't know. I didn't have the same crazy positive expression or impression rather from that game that everybody else seems to have. For whatever reason, the Undertale videos just don't get any love on YouTube. I think I don't know why people hate them so much, but anyway, I guess I didn't praise the game enough. Who the hell knows? Would I recommend Undertale? I guess it depends. If you were a really big Super Nintendo era, your Final Fantasy series, Earthbound, Secret of Mana, like when Square was on fire in the 90s, dude, just cranking out awesome RPGs. I think there's a lot of nostalgia and callback to that era of RPGs, and I guess in a way that there's probably some value there if that's your kind of jam. If you really grew up on those games and you have really fond memories of like Final Fantasy 2, or like maybe Chrono Trigger. I mean, it's sort of, you can't really compare those bona fide classics to a game like Undertale. Undertale is made by one guy. It's super indie. He wasn't trying to make a game of the scale of like Chrono Trigger, but all in all, he did a pretty good job. You want to talk about like one-man band kind of games? You look at Cave Story, and you look at Stardew Valley. Like those two games are incredible games made by one dude, and he did it all. Did the music, the art, of course, programming, the design, all that shit. So yeah, it's like hard for me to say like Undertale. I mean, it won all these awards and it was like this big deal, and I'm like, I don't know, man. 5 years later, I look back at it, I was like, it's fine. It's fine. I don't know. But for whatever reason, people are mad at me. I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to have a good time and entertain you guys. I'm not out here trying to be like a serious games journalist or anything. I don't know. Oh, now you guys are talking Actraiser. That was a great game. I think I remember going over to Gouda's place and we used to play that. But yeah, Actraiser was awesome. Great music in that game too. There's something about these games, man. You talk about like Actraiser, Chrono Trigger, and even Final Fantasy Tactics. Like the music was so good. And I remember like Final Fantasy Tactics, I think it came out in the summer, and I bought it. And at the time, I was probably maybe like, I don't know, 13, 14 years old, somewhere in there. And so for me, it was like buying a PlayStation game was $50 or $60. That that was a chunk of change when I was that age. Like I didn't have a lot of spending money. So I remember buying Tactics, thinking like, I don't know, this is kind of risky, but I do like strategy games. I at the time, even though I was that young, I had a friend who had a really badass computer, and I go over to his house. We played XCOM. And I was just like, loved XCOM. It was so cool, even though it was so hard and like it was so brutal. But I would go over to his house and I'd play XCOM, and I'd be like, holy shit, this game's incredible. And then I kind of look at the back of the box of Final Fantasy Tactics, and I see the grid. I'm like, oh, dude, it's like XCOM. This game will be great. I hope, anyway. That's my hope. I remember I bought that game. The game I bought before that was the original Wipeout on PlayStation, which also an amazing game. And I played Wipeout all summer, and I just loved Wipeout. And so here I am going from a futuristic racing game to a strategy tactics game, strategy RPG. But it ended up like, I love tactics. Like I remember I threw it in. I think I played it for like weeks straight and just got through the main story and everything. I was like, this game's incredible. I'm having so much fun. And yeah, the music, man, the music just kept me glued to it for sure. So yeah, I love tactics. It's one of my all-time favorite games. And so, we're gonna see now. Again, like, before I put this on, you guys have to understand, you know, some of you guys, if any of you guys back this game, by the way, you'll probably know all this already. But like I was saying at the beginning of the video, this was supposed to be a spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Tactics, with the original game's original director and the writer, and then one of the original composers from Final Fantasy Tactics. The good news is the music made it. The composer completed all the soundtrack long before the debacle with the rights holders and all that shit went down. So the music is the same composer from Final Fantasy Tactics. Unfortunately, though, the director and the writer of Tactics, I think he had written a story outline. That was all the work he had done at that point before he left the project, because it became such a shit show. I mean, the company embezzled the money that they raised on Kickstarter. They ended up selling the game to a new developer to take it over. And from my understanding, none of the Kickstarter money that was raised for this game was over $660,000. None of that money made it over to the new dev. So the new dev had to start from scratch out of their own budget and make this game. So you have to sort of temper your expectations. This is not going to be Final Fantasy Tactics level yet. We'll see if they can get it there. I did do a little bit of testing earlier today. I think it's kind of impressive what they were able to do, just given that, you know, 2 years ago, this game didn't exist at all. Like, the company that originally took all the Kickstarter money, they spent it all on who knows what, probably, you know, things that were not related to developing the game, and then they end up dumping it on some other developer, and they're just like, we're done. We're walking away from it. So, you know, like I said, I was in it for $20. It wasn't like, you know, I laid out hundreds or thousands of dollars on this game, but I still wanted to see it completed. I still wanted the Final Fantasy Tactics spiritual successor, you know, like, it'd be awesome. I'd love that, you know? So cheers, guys. Let's take a look at this game. Oh, we got some comments about some of the nostalgia here. Gouda wishes they would port Tactics Ogre over to the Switch or PC. I thought... Oh, you know what? I think they must have... I think they ported it to DS or something. I don't know. That was not too long ago they did a port of some kind. But yeah, it needs to come to PC, man. They're just like, come on, you know people are emulating it. Why not just port it over and sell it and offer that as an option, and then they can make a little bit of money on a game that's 30 years old? Why not, right? Dr. Crest, Wipeout to Chronicles is like transitioning from beer to heroin. Dude, Wipeout was a badass game, man. I had so much fun playing that one. It was really good. Awesome soundtrack. Again, the music, man. How important is the music, right? Music in these games, I mean, shit. You know, Wipeout, Final Fantasy Tactics, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Great music. You still, you know, you can remember it to this day. And then this game we're going to fire up in here in just a minute. Same composer as Final Fantasy Tactics, so I'm excited. One of the guys. There were two composers, and they got one of them back. So pretty cool. Pretty cool thing. I think the guys also did music for Tactics Ogre. I don't remember exactly. That was a game I sort of missed. I went back and played it years later, but I was too young, I think, when that came out. Tactics Ogre was a SNES game. I didn't get to it till PlayStation. So anyway, I've done enough talking, guys. Let's get to the game now. Let me fire it up here. And I want to remind you guys that the company's been pretty... They have been pretty forthcoming about the... everything's a bit of a kind of placeholders, you know? It's like, it just entered early access today. I got my key this morning in my email, so this is as rough as it's ever going to be. But I figured, you know, you guys can have a look at it. Let me turn it up a little bit for you guys, so you can actually hear the music we were just talking about a second ago. Let me know how that's doing. Now, I started a game earlier today just to test it out because it was early access. I just wasn't sure what the state of the game was. I didn't want to have you guys come on stream and then I start to try to play it and the shit's crashing or something, you know, like it's just total disaster. So let's just start a new game. And what I will say so far is, you know, hey, it's got some of the art, it's got some of the music, they have menus, it's like a real game, it's kind of amazing, you know, 7 years later, they put something together, it's kind of impressive. So this is interesting, you actually do get some character customization options. You can change, well, just the color for now. I think maybe later they'll let you change, you know, your... Oh yeah, you can change the hairstyle. It's cool. Let's just make them bald. I don't care. I don't, you know, this is the kind of thing, guys, like, you know, a game like Tactics, you're changing jobs, right? So you have like a archer or a mage or like a fighter or a cleric or whatever. Really, like, with a couple exceptions, like you don't really get drawn into the characters so much. It's a strategy RPG. It's you know, I don't know. It's strategy comes first, right? It's all about tactics and battling. So obviously they need to work on. So here's my other my physician, which I think he's like a healer basically, like the white mage in Tactics. They obviously need to work on the character models and make those more diverse. I'm sure they're planning on doing all that shit, but for now, I'm just gonna do random stuff. Sure, you know, I just don't... I'm not gonna spend a lot of time customizing the characters, because you guys just need to see what this game looks like and, you know, all that jazz. Cheers, guys. Obviously, there's no VO yet either. Okay, so again, they said that the original game's director, from what I gather, he wrote a story outline, and from my understanding is they kept his story intact and tried to create the game around the original outline he wrote. So technically, it's still partially written by him, I guess, but I don't know if any of this dialogue is final. I don't think it is, probably. But, I mean, guys, I'm just going to skip through this stuff. We don't need to see it. You guys know what's up. It's a fantasy tactics game. I mean, we're placing our dudes down. I mean, this is Final Fantasy Tactics, just, hang on a second, what? Oh, he's down, what about you? Okay, there we go. We have all three of them placed now, let's go, boom. So as you can see here, I mean, it's Tactics through and through for the most part. I mean, the UI looks like it was ripped right out of, Hearthstone, or some other Blizzard game, which, whatever, it's fine. It's completely functional. I mean, you can move around the map, you can zoom in. It seems pretty stable. I mean, it's, it's all right. I don't know. Yeah, this is my healer guy, so I don't really want to get him, like, in trouble. So let's move him up there. I don't think anybody can really hit him unless they get on this little step there. I'm gonna have him defend. So here's a really interesting thing, guys. They have this harmony system. I don't know how well you guys can see that in the middle here. But there is a harmony system where certain actions you perform are music notes, and if you can complete the song, you activate this ability, and I think it's a global buff for all the guys on the field. And so this first one, it says the song is "Fight till the last, an honorable death awaits," and it says applies, energize, and protect to all your troops. The next one is the forest of Saxtil, grow where we step, applies regenerate and hardy, and then gazing upon the dawn's glory applies haste and true aim. So if you are able to I haven't been able to activate this yet. Like I said, I just tested it out, so I've yet to see kind of how that all works. But I guess you can kind of pick one to try to make happen, and so we'll look at that as we play through this. But as you can see, like, you know, animations, the character models, you know, this stuff needs work. I mean, and I'm sure that they're working on this stuff, you know. But I mean, through and through, it's pretty much it's a tactics game, you know. Let me know if you guys have any questions so far. So yeah, if you defend, I guess basically defend is kind of like an Overwatch, and so they'll actually respond. If an enemy moves into their melee range, they'll actually attack. This is some NPC that I can't control, so I don't know what her deal is, but anyway, we're just gonna play through it, guys. So, well, that bot has 1 hit point left. What a joke. Alright, so even this guy could actually take him out. Let's go ahead and attack him. Yeah. Got him. So, when I was doing my test earlier, I found out that you can't attack from a certain height, and I don't remember if it was 2 or 1 height level. Let's try it. Let's try to attack from up here. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I can attack him. Good. All right. I think if he were down any lower, though, I wouldn't be able to hit him. Dr. Crest, the setup reminds you of the Mario and Rabbids game. You know what? I never played that game, but it looked interesting. I know the game you're talking about. I just, you know, we don't have a Switch, so... they call it Mario XCOM. It does look pretty good, too. I think Chuck might have played that game. Yeah. See, my main complaint with this game, and I stress that I'm not being overly critical of this game yet because it's still early access. It just launched today. I mean, it's only the first chapter of 7 of this game, so the devs said that it was going to be in early access for like a year and a half at least. So I'm not trying to be like, I'm not expecting this to be like a completed product or anything. The main concern I have so far is that while the graphics are adequate, I worry about the design and the art especially. It looks super generic, super fantasy generic, no personality. I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics had the benefit of drawing from an established franchise with all these different like costumes and characters to draw from, so I don't know, in a way maybe it's not fair to compare that, but like that game had personality, you know, like all the different like just the way it felt and the way the animations played out and all the different classes, the way they looked. Like the classic mage look, you know, with the big hat and the cloak and stuff. Like, so, I mean, I gotta say, like, I'm not into the way things look currently, but again, I'm not trying to judge the game that harshly yet because it's so early in the process. I just really hope that they focus on making it look better and have a little bit more life to it. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with this guy. I'm gonna have him heal this guy because he's like down half his health already. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh man. Dr. Crest, you played the Mario and Rabbids game on a flight. That's a good idea, actually. That's why the Switch is so... That's what it's really good for, is things like that. So which guy... See, here's the thing, right? He can still move after healing. I guess that's a good thing, you know? Put him in a place where he can't really get attacked. too easily. This guy. Oh yeah, you can get up here and attack that guy. So yeah, I mean, you know, you guys are. You can see it's just sort of. It's completely playable and it's stable. Which, you know, hey, we went from having no game to having this. You know, I guess it's not too bad. You know. But yeah, I have a few concerns. You know, I just really want the game to be as good as it can, and I really hope that they, you know, they think about some of these things. Like I said, you know, making the art a little more distinct, making the characters a little more interesting, give the game some personality. Chuck, he says, seems pretty polished, all things considered. I have to agree. The engine is solid. The way the world works and everything, the grid everything's fine there. It's just a matter of design and the way it looks. That needs to be improved, I think. Yeah, so this NPC, I'm not sure what her deal is. Let's start laying into, let's kill the little shitty guys first. That big tank dude, I'm not really sure what he's gonna do. Dare I risk my healer? I think I'm gonna go ahead and use him to attack, though. That should be fine. Especially now that I can get around to the other side. Obviously, I'm not doing much to complete my the little harmony thing, but that's a feature I won't spend a lot of time worrying about that. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh, that hit was a little worse, yeah. I hope he can get out of there. I guess yeah, hopefully he can get out of here when I'm done beating on this guy here. Alright, come on, do something. Do something worthwhile here. Oh, that was pretty good. I have yet to see how job changing works in this, but we'll try to do that soon. Unfortunately, I can't attack him, so we'll just do defend. And we'll see. There we go. Nice Overwatch reaction. Ouch, he got hit hard though. But I don't know, do you guys agree that I kind of think the music, it doesn't have the same magic as Tactics, you know? It definitely sounds fine, it's just, it's missing a little bit of that, like, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't have the same magic, I don't know. You guys have to let me know what you think. Cheers, by the way.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Oh, what? We were just talking about XCOM before. Now is this shit XCOM? Are you kidding me? He missed? Standing in front of the damn guy? You missed? Get out of here. Saying XCOM. Oh, what's he gonna do? Let's see. Well, he went after my healer, so the AI is actually semi-decent. Oh, he's almost dead. I didn't even notice. So he should be dead. Okay. Oh, here we go. Level up. New ability, swipe. Okay, so they all leveled up, and now I have some new abilities. So this should be more interesting for that melody system thing. We're not going to judge it. Oh, so check it out. Here's a map. Chapter 1, Saxtel Empire. Now here's our mission select. So, you know, they've got a lot of the elements in place here. So it's you know, they got some of the stuff together. You guys can kind of see like every character model is the same model right now. The animations are all the same. You know, they got shit to work on for sure. Well, there's a dude with a helmet. That's new. He's the big baddie, maybe, or something. Who the hell knows? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm just skipping through this shit, guys. Sorry. I mean, I won't worry about story until the game is done, you know? We're talking about a year and a half from now. That's what their forecast is, anyway. Alright, here's our next battle, looks like. More of the same enemies, so this shouldn't be too hard. I'll try to go a little faster through this. What was the, was it Y-Graph? Was that the dude in Tactics? Like that badass knight guy that you end up... You have to, like... You kind of fight him, and then he kind of joins you for a little while, and then it's... Yeah, it reminds me of that. Y-Graph, yeah. I can't believe I remember that shit. Okay, so my dudes are all level 2. Let's place my healer, I guess, there. And the 2 fighters there, sure. Let's go. Oh, look, my healer now has an actual healing spell, so that is much more useful than his healing potions from before. And I'm just going to kind of keep him in the back for now, I think. No reason to rush in with the healer. What can I do? Maybe... Yeah, let's move him over here. Oh, now he has swipe, and let's see, attack that steals currency. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know about a shop, if there's shops in the game yet, but maybe that's going to matter later. So we'll kind of post up over here. Yeah, he has the same abilities. So swipe, I'll have to try that out. Oh, here's the badass dude. What are you doing? Oh, nice. Yeah, he's strong. All right. Oh, man. By the way, all those like booms and those explosions are in the background. I don't know what's happening, but it's part of the game. Okay. Nobody needs to be healed yet. I'll just move them up. Let's see if the spell has a range. Oh, what? I don't know how that works, but maybe he heals himself? If that's the case, it's not really what I was hoping it would do. Let's go ahead and attack. Let's try swipe. Said I got loot. I'm not really sure, though. Let's go ahead and try swipe as well on this guy. I don't know. Kick his ass, Seabass.
Yeah! Tonight!
He's fine. There's 2 of them, though. This is going to be tough. Yeah, it's really interesting. We were talking about earlier about Mitsuno. I think it's his name. I hope I'm not getting that wrong. I'm gonna look like an idiot if I'm getting his name wrong. The original director of Tactics, Mitsuno. I think his name is Matsuno. He wrote like I was saying to you guys earlier, he wrote an outline for the game. which I believe they use for the story, but people are so pissed off that his name is on like the Steam product page or whatever. They're like, oh, he's not involved, he quit the project, how dare you guys list his name up there like he had something to do with it. People are like really mad about that. I'm just like, well, if they used his outline, you know, can't they say that, you know, they could put his name on it if they used his work, right? I don't know. Matsuno, thanks Chuck, thanks for looking that up. Matsuno, yeah, so they're saying Matsuno, you know, he left the project, he had nothing to do with it, but it's like they're using his outline, so technically, I don't understand why people are so pissed off about that. I don't know. Again, I'm in it for 20 bucks. What do I care, you know? Like, if it's... as far as I'm concerned, like, we're gonna get a finished game. It might be super generic, I don't know. They have their work cut out for them, that's for sure, but we're gonna get a finished product, so... There's been other Kickstarters I've backed where the creator gave up, so... Yeah, dude, he took out those tank dudes really quick. That dude's strong. I hope I don't have to fight him. Let's see what happens. Sorry, guys, I'm just skipping the story. You know, we gotta get through it. It's just not important at this juncture.
Yeah, buddy!
Now we're going to do something extremely fun. We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
Yeah, so I can't really... as it stands now, you can't really move around on the map. I think they'll probably eventually change that. So let's see what this mission's all about. I might have to get rid of this sweater, guys. It's hot in here.
Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
Alright, again, guys. With the story. Now's not the time. Okay, so, interesting. We have... Do we have new... We don't have anybody new. Put my healer over there. Put the fighters there. Okay, everybody's down. Let's go. Very puzzling indeed. Oh, what's this thing? Oh, shit. It's like an environmental hazard or something. Okay. The steam vents are overloaded. We must be sure to avoid standing too close to them. Good to know. Well, I'll have my healer hang back for a minute. Let me see this ability of his, though. What the hell is this? Because heals adjacent allies for a minor... Oh, okay, so you have to be standing next to them, which is a bummer. That makes it a little less useful for sure. But yeah, let's see what happens here. I don't know. How do I see, like, my money? Yeah, I don't really know, guys. I don't really know how to check that, if it's actually working or what's going on, but... Oh, I didn't even notice on the other side there's the vaults there. I didn't even see those. Wow. Yeah, that could have been bad. They're definitely getting stronger. So all I have to do on this map is get to the exit. So I might... there's an actual... oh my god. He jumped way down. That's funny. So I have some mercenaries to deal with here. That's another thing is, like, they need to speed up the animations a little bit. It's a little too slow as well. I'm sure, guys, like, this is all stuff they probably already are working on, but... The AI is not going into the danger zone, so that's good. Most of my dudes don't really need to be healed yet. I'm going to have him stay... Oh, I don't want to be... Yeah, I don't want to be... let's put him there. I don't want to get burned up by those vents. Yeah. Alright. What's your deal? Let's see. Can't really move. I think you just gotta... Just take him out. if I can bait him into going into the Steam shit there. See if I can trick him into stopping there. And what's your deal? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to trick them. Cheers, guys. I'm gonna need another beer in a minute here. Oh, he fell for it. Ooh, he got a good hit off on me, though. He's gonna get burned by the vent, but holy crap. That guy, too, though. Ouch. Well, it's a good thing I got my healer there. Wow, he's got he has a ranged attack. Good to know. Oh, don't stop there. Okay, well, it's not good when the AI does something like that, Let me see. Let me try to... Yeah, I better heal. So it doesn't heal himself. That's kind of interesting. I gotta be mindful of that. Yeah. Oh, he must be out of charges or whatever. I wonder how I built this back up. I definitely want to keep those guys there. I don't want them to move on me. This guy still has a charge, so I'm going to do this ranged attack. Yeah, like that. There we go. Yeah, overall, I think the game, the pacing of the game needs to be just a little quicker. Maybe there's a way. Let me see if there's a way to turn that up in the options or something. Gameplay. Oh, here we go. Let's say like 1.5 movement. Let's see if how that does, and then we'll do AI controlled 1.5 as well, just to see how that feels. Speed things up a little bit here. Nice they have that already. Hey, for the very first version of the game. There, that's feeling better already. Nice. Well, the AI, oh, did those guys end up moving? They did. Oh. So not that bad, actually. In fact, the NPC on my team is still standing in the wrong spot there. Those other guys moved. Alright, let's see. Yeah, how about you go over here? I'm gonna deal with this. Okay, he has his ability again. Yeah, I don't know, man. Hell yeah. Oh! We have a song. I don't know what I get, but we did it. Really? The AI, that was the AI companion. She has to survive, so I have to go revive her, I think. That's what has to happen here. Holy shit, man. Oh my god. What is... Let me see something here. Let me move him... Oh, hold on. What is my range? I have this revive potion. Yeah, okay, he can do it. Alright, I wanted to move him. I'll tell you what I'll do, though. I'll do 2 items. Do this ability. Use two items. We revive her. She better move, too. And then we'll heal. Which is the guy. This guy needs to heal. Alright, and then he can move, which is awesome. So get him out of trouble. Holy oh, great. That was worthless. That was totally pointless. God damn it, man. Oh, well, this guy has the sweep. How about we... Yeah. Oh, my guys see that shit? This is not XCOM, okay? You don't get to miss a melee attack standing right next to the enemy. Come on. This is not going well. This is problematic. I guess next turn I can try to revive her, but will she be able to move in time? She better. Oh my god. This is my last potion. She better get the fuck out of the way. So this guy's almost done. Let me try to take him out. Is he gonna attack the NPC? Jesus. Holy shit, she's still standing for now. Oh. Okay, you need to get... Oh, no. Okay, well... I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. She's dead. I think, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a break for the exit because at this point, yeah, we're screwed. And we're just gonna do that. Yep. Hopefully, I don't have to redo this mission. If I get to the end, I think it's got to be like 2 or 3 turns before she's totally done. I think. So maybe I can make it. Just gonna run. I really don't want to do this mission over, though. I guess from the beginning, this is what I should have been doing. Well, that's nice. Oh, I just stopped him right in front of the vent. I didn't even see that. I'm such an idiot. Holy shit. Well, he'll probably... I think he'll survive. Maybe. I can't believe that shit. Oh, he gets to move. Good. Oh, no, man. Dr. Crest says go difference. It's a 2018. Plus Fremont is old, reliable, like it'll be good. Yeah, okay. I'll find something else. Ooh, nice. Got a hit in there. But I gotta get him. Holy shit, he's about to die. I gotta get him out of there. Oh, he's so close. Are you kidding? I think he's gonna get to move. My dude that's next to the vent, I think he gets to move before the vent. If I'm looking at the turn order on the right, you guys see that? Yes, he gets to move. Holy shit, I dodged a bullet right there. Damn, man. This was almost a bust. Just because of the dumbass NPC walking right into the freaking... Oh, shit, is she dead? Are you kidding? Oh, no, she's... Okay, so that was an enemy. All right. Let me get out of here. Sorry, guys. I just bumped the mic there. My bad.
Yeah, buddy!
I'll have to grab a beer in just a second. Let's try to complete this mission first. Oh, no. I was one turn away. Oh, my God. Oh, you shitting me? Holy shit. All right.
Wait till they get a load of me. Oop. Oop.
Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
Okay. It's time to get another beer. Okay, guys. So I picked the next beer. We go with Coconut Snowed In from Copper Kettle. And Dr. Cresp, you will appreciate the flamingo and the snow there. I thought of you, buddy, when I grabbed this guy. But how can you go wrong with a frickin' coconut stout? Oatmeal stout aged in bourbon barrels. This will be a winner. I hope. Really do. We had one bust tonight already. It smells nice. All right. I'm feeling better already. All right.
Now we're going to do something extremely fun. We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
Yeah! Tonight!
Yeah, buddy! All right, guys. All right. It smells pretty good. It doesn't smell like Cocoa Bee Bomb, but fairly close. Actually, you guys, well, you can't tell. I can't tilt it too much. I don't want to spill it, but if you guys can see, there's some floaties in there. So got a little extra protein. Well, all right, that's good. It's surprisingly not sweet, actually. It's got really, the coconut is actually pretty mild. And I think maybe this is from, how old is this? Oh, it's a 2018 can. This is something I've been curious for a long time. How well do beers, stouts like this, how well do they hold up in cans versus bottles? I've always been kind of curious. I think the oldest bottled stout canned stout I have is 1050. Oscar Blues 1050. BA 1050. I had one from like 2016 or something. But yeah, man, this is like actually just a really smooth stout with the coconut is so minor. You know, a lot of times people will say like, oh, the coconut stout tastes like suntan lotion. You know, I don't, particularly for me, I don't really get that out of most coconut stouts. But this is the coconut's so minor. It's just a really kind of like a nice note in the background. So we're going to do this mission right. Just skip all the shit in the middle. Go towards the, on the outside, towards the exit. We're gonna do it right here. Haha, Chappie Hayes. Oh yeah, so, well, the AI, here's the thing, right? Look at where the AI is starting, right in the middle here. So you just know that shit's gonna happen again. She's gonna get knocked out, and I think the way to go is probably to the left here. Let's put our healer there, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna beeline it to the left, and just cut through all the bullshit, these enemies. And then the stupid AI will probably get KO'd again, but as long as we can escape the room before she disappears, I think we'll be alright. I guess I'll put him there. I like the Overwatch thing quite a bit because it sort of makes you really feel like your defense, that play wasn't a complete waste of time if your dude doesn't get attacked. It has more value for that action, you know? Okay, so the AI is definitely figuring out which way I'm going. So, yeah, I got a free hit there. That's pretty nice. The Rum Barrel Aged Coconut Porter, Dr. Cresp. Who's that by? Didn't we drink that? Are you talking about the Marianas Trench? Was that the beer? Yeah. This is pulled out of my garage. It's just sitting out. I think the garage is probably about 50 degrees, maybe like 45. And that's kind of about the right temperature for this beer anyway, so okay. Well, I don't want him to be on the stupid ass thing there, so alright. Okay, the SS Subpoena, that's pretty funny, man. Holy shit. Might as well attack this dude. Actually, I'll do the what's that ability called? Maybe get a little bit of money from him. Here's a question. If you're defending and an enemy comes from behind, will they react? I have to see. That's a good place to stop. I like that. Oh, yeah. Free hit. Oh, I got my XCOM miss there from the AI. I'm happy about that. Speaking of AI, she's just gonna get burned up again. This is so stupid. I'm not saying that the AI has to, like, essentially always avoid the trap, but at the same time, like, she's down. Nobody boxed her in. She didn't get stuck there. She moved there, you know? That's kind of horse shit, I gotta say. I don't know. I just don't think that should be... Why am I getting punished for the AI doing something really stupid like that? But we can just ignore all these dumb enemies and just get through. This guy will make it through. No problem, so... I'm not worried about it this time. We have, I think, 2 or 3 turns. We will definitely make it. So I can skip the... Hopefully we won't have to do... Oh, nice miss there. XCOM style again.
Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
Oh, man. Ooh.
Yeah, buddy!
Let's see. It's 12.4%. It's not really... Not messing around. Ouch. How's he? Yeah, he'll be all right. Oh, I thought for a second he was going to jump up on the higher stair area there and block me. That would have sucked. I don't think he can jump up there though, huh? So stupid. Are you kidding me? Well, he can't get up there. I don't know. Let's see. He can take some more hits. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to get some money. There we go. Get some money. Yeah, I think he's good where he's at. Well, yeah, he's fine. Yeah, I don't want him to be attacked from behind. just need to get that dude. Okay, great. So let's see what happens here. Hopefully this is the end. Yeah, you're good, dude. You made it. Okay, that was it, yeah. Better to do it that way, because the stupid-ass AI is just going to keep getting killed over and over and over again. I think they said that Chapter 1 has 7 missions, I think. So we've done 3. I don't know how far we'll get tonight, but yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think so far. Again, I gotta stress that this is the day 1 of early access, so you're talking about. Oh, here's the badass knight dude from before. Do I get to add him to our team now? Or is it like Y-Graph, we gotta fight him? Actually, if I have to fight him, I'm probably shit out of luck, because he would kick our ass. Chuck's, are 3DS emulators allowed on Twitch? I should check out Fire Emblem Awakening. I don't think there's any rules against emulators. I mean, you look at guys like Mike Matei, the guy from Angry Video Game Nerd. He plays NES shit all the time. And those guys aren't. He's not using a cart. He's got a MAME. He's got MAME and the NES emulators and shit. Yeah, I mean, there's no rules against that kind of thing. I mean, not yet. Shit, I hope not. Oh, so we get the badass again, which is cool. I'm excited. Let's see how we do this time. Here's a throwback. Gouda, you might remember this game. Oh shit! What is this? Like an innocent bystander situation? I don't like that. Can't trust the AI to do fuck all in these kinds of games. How about do you guys remember a game called Vagrant Hearts? Oh no, Vandal Hearts. It's called Vandal Hearts. Vandal Hearts was a PlayStation game in the same vein as Final Fantasy Tactics, made by Konami, and it was tactics with like more of like an anime aesthetic, and it was super bloody. Did you guys ever play that? So I don't know what I'm supposed to do to protect these guys. Maybe just not let them get ganked. Is that all I have to do? If you guys play that game, let me know. You guys know what game I'm talking about. Vandal Hearts was really cool, Gouda. You would have really liked it. It's super bloody. It was a cool game, man. Konami made a fucking tactics game. Yeah, none of you guys heard about that, huh? You know who turned me onto it was Skis Pimp, man. He was like, "You check this game out." I was like, "Dude, this is awesome." He was good at finding like obscure games like that. Dr. Kress, you at least heard about it? Hey, that's good. Okay. See, what I want to know is like, how do I change jobs and stuff? I really could use an archer, I think. That's kind of like the big thing I want to get lined up. So here's our badass. Brienz? Is that? I'm not saying that right. Brienze? I don't know. Who speaks Italian? Uh-oh. Ouch. Okay. This guy will be fine. And then she's... I don't know what she's doing. Just stay away from the stupid-ass pits and stuff. The burners. This shopkeep is getting wrecked. Oh, he got poisoned. Holy shit. Got our work cut out for us here. Yeah, I might have to heal him later, but for now, let's just attack. Dr. Cresp, you played Brienze. Thank you, Gouda. Thanks, man. Dr. Cresp, you played Shining Force and Shining Force 2. Weren't those games on, that was Genesis, right? Did you have a Genesis? I thought you were a Nintendo guy. Well, I think we got to get up there and save that guy's ass. He's getting beat down. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I need an archer right now. This is. Let's go ahead and try to flank him over here. Shining Force, yeah, that was a Genesis game, I think. And Gouda, skis turned you on to front mission. Right, front mission. Yeah, man. Totally. I remember that. Dr. Cresp, you were everything except a PlayStation. That's too bad, dude. PlayStation 1 was amazing. Actually, PlayStation 2 had lots of good games as well. At that point, I think I was done with consoles. My last console, the last console I owned was a GameCube when I was in college. And then I bought a Dreamcast one Black Friday for like $50. It's dirt cheap. And it was... if you guys can remember, the Dreamcast could play burn games like without any hacks or mods or anything. So Dreamcast was the shit, dude. I had the Dreamcast, but I guess you know what? That's a lie, because I had a Game Boy Advance and I had a 3DS. No, I didn't have a DS. I had a PSP at one point. Short periods of time, because like. I get these consoles, I get like some killer deal on it, and I play it for a while, I'm like, whatever, I'm not playing it enough. I end up selling it all. Ring of Red PS2? Wait, what? Oh, Ring of Red is a game. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Red Ring of Death with the Xbox consoles and the Xbox 360 back in the day. Oh, so Ring of Red was a game on PS2. Badass Mech Combat. I didn't ever play it, man. I missed... PS2 was a whole era. I missed everything. I was talking about that yesterday for Metal Gear Solid 2. I missed that shit. I missed it. The whole era. The only game I played on PS2 that I remember was Twisted Metal Black. And that was an awesome game. But, yeah, I know. I just never owned the console, so I just missed out on tons of games. Alright. Dude, you better run, man. Get the hell out of there. He's getting his ass beat. Well, ooh, man, that's a... They do hit pretty hard. I love the Overwatch attacks. Gotta love that. Yeah, buddy! Son of a bitch. Dude. One of the recruiter, wherever the hell he is hurting bad, man. Oh, no. Is that him? Oh, fuck. I gotta save his ass. Shit, I don't know if I can. I throw him a potion, man. He's too far! He's one space too far! I can't get to him! Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Okay, tab is back out. Cool. We got that figured out. If I learn anything from this stream, is that tab is back out. Alright, we're in trouble. But this dude, I gotta deal with him, man. He's a problem. This dude's a real problem. Let's fleece him. In fact, I'm gonna use this. Oh, I can't quite get to him. Damn it. All right. All right. Well, there's some progress. Dr. Cresp, you had every Nintendo and Sega console, most Xboxes, and then PlayStation 3 because you played Tales of Garces? Garces? What is that? I've never heard of that game. Tales of Graces. Yeah, I have not heard of that game. I don't know. You have to tell me more about that game. I had a PS3 for about a month or two. I bought a PS3 really cheap. I had Metal Gear Solid 4. I had this game called 3D Dot Heroes or something like that. 3D something Heroes. And I had... I think there was one more game. Oh shit, one of the townspeople just got killed. I should be able to resurrect them though. And I remember I bought some of the... you know what game I fucking played on my PS3? You guys are gonna laugh. I got a PS3 really cheap. It was like Black Friday deal or something. Guess what game I played on that shit? Suikoden. I played Suikoden through the first Suikoden. Suikoden 1. This is a PlayStation 1 game. PSX. I played through it from start to finish. I got all 108 characters, whatever the fuck, you know. Like that was the game I played the most with my PS3. And then when the PSN hack happened, I sold that fucker. I didn't sell it. What I did was I traded it in on Amazon for $10 less than I paid for it. So I had a PS3 for like I think a year, and I got it back for $10 less than what I spent on it. I was just like, yep, get it out of here. I'm done. So I got to rent a PS3 for a full year for $10. So that was awesome. Yeah, I had some fun. You know, I played. You guys remember they released the X-Men arcade game on PSN, so I had that. I played that. I think maybe Gouda played that with me. I can't remember if we played that online together, but I mean, X-Men was great. I love that game. Dr. Cresp, Tales of Graces. I've never played those games, believe it or not. I missed them somehow. Alright, this archer is pissing me off. We gotta deal with him. Yeah. Gotta beat him down. Okay. I can't really do shit right now, this guy. Really? That's as far as you can move? That's kind of shitty. That's kind of pathetic. Yeah, you're fine. You guys are good. At least the AI is like, they're getting away from... Holy shit, there's a lot of enemies here, though. Yikes. And he's getting beat on, too. Oh my god. Wow, really? Let's see. Can you revive people or do something useful? She is awful. Not only is she, like, worthless, the AI is terrible. Oh my god. Can you do it? I bet he can probably do it. Let's see. Nope, he can only heal. Wow. Hang on. Can I back out? Yeah, I can back out. Okay, that's good. Let me see if I can take out the archer. This archer's been a huge problem. Nope, not quite. Damn it. Alright, you can do something, man. Come on. So I think I'm screwed, though. I don't... My healer is down. Which means I can't resurrect the shopkeep dude. I think I'm screwed on this mission. Yeah, buddy! He's boxed in, he can't move. That's awesome. Well, we'll put you out. You're dead. D-E-D. You're dead. I don't know what to do, guys. I think I've failed this mission, too. Seems like... Shit. Can't do it. That is just... That is ridiculous. They can't resurrect anybody. I don't think even if I were to kill all these guys, it doesn't matter, right? I've already lost, I think. Oh, wow. Whiff. You kidding me? You suck. Resurrect them. Do something. Holy shit. Wow, that guy's down too. Okay, I think I just failed the mission. Oh my goodness.
Now we're going to do something extremely fun. We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
All right, one more time. New approach. That was horse shit, by the way. Tell you what. Now that I kind of know like what we need to do, we'll do that. And we'll keep our healer out of danger for this mission. The AI is just so stupid. You can't count on them to do the smart thing. You know. Yeah, let's just send him up there. And that was a bit of an issue. Let's put him just right there. Yeah, let's let him come to us. We'll let this dude just wreck shit because he knows what he's good at. Oh, wow, no, he's good at missing. He's good at whiffing. Fuck that shit. Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been a lot of fun to talk about, you know, all the games we grew up with, playing all the consoles and shit back in the day. And now, you know, this game, this whole game is, the idea of this game is all about nostalgia and how much I love Final Fantasy Tactics. Gouda and Chuck, I mean, I know you guys played it too, and you guys probably have really good fond memories of these games. I mean, so in a way, it's like this game, I mean, for $20, it's good enough, even now, like in the rough state it's in. I know they'll complete it, they'll add all the extra chapters, they'll finish the damn thing. It's fine, it's totally fine. You know, it's not blowing me away, but it's also like, it's early. Maybe they can turn it around. I don't know, man. Maybe there's a chance they can make it really amazing. We'll have to see. I don't know. I hope so. But this is way better than Playdeck taking all the money and just disappearing, and we get nothing, you know? I mean, Sakamoto did the soundtrack. We have, you know, a fully functioning game. I mean, the game's actually hasn't crashed. There's no technical issues really with it. The AI needs to be improved. Obviously, we talked about the animations, the art direction, all that stuff needs to get fixed. But I mean, for the most part, it's a competent game, you know. And for that, like, you can't really be all that upset for 20 bucks. I'm fine with it, you know. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, Gouda. He's surprised nobody's made a new Strike game. Soviet Strike, Urban Strike, Nuclear Strike, Jungle Strike. Those games were awesome. My fun story about Jungle Strike... Wait, Desert Strike. Desert Strike was the first one. Now, Desert Strike was on Genesis, I believe. Desert Strike came out... I don't know, my dad was really into that game. He doesn't play any games. He played... when I got a Sega CD, he played Columns. This is so weird. But he loved Desert Strike. Just something about the helicopter missions. I guess he was really into that. So I remember we went to... Do you guys remember Rhino video games? Now we're talking about old shit, dude. So we go to Rhino. I rented Desert Strike. My dad and I just kept renting it because he loved the shit out of that game. And so we played Desert Strike, I don't know, over and over and over. We go to Rhino, and this is the weirdest thing. And my dad, look, my dad is, I don't want to say shady, but he'll do certain things that's like kind of questionable, right? So we go to Rhino, and we're returning Desert Strike. This is weird, guys. Just follow me on this. We return the game. I'm like, I don't know, 12 or 11, 10 years old or something. Shit, I don't know. I couldn't rent the game without him, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So he and I go to Rhino. We're returning the game for like the 13th time because we just kept renting it because my dad just kept wanting to play it. And it was just this one time, for whatever reason, I don't know why. We're returning the game. The guy scans it with the barcode scanner. He has the, you know, you talk about back in the day when you used to rent cartridges, it came in this clear plastic case, and you just set the cartridge inside. It was like molded for the size of a cart. You know, you talk about Super Nintendo or Genesis or NES, whatever. The cartridge had a molded case and everything. So the guy at Rhino, I don't know what was going on anyway, but we go in there, we return the game. And my dad returns the game. We're at the counter, he and I together. My dad's returning the game. The guy scans it, and then he hands it back to my dad. He kind of slides it over the counter back to us. And my dad looks at me, and I look at him. I'm like, I don't know. And he took the game, and we left. And in Rhino's system, we returned the game because he scanned it with the barcode scanner. So my dad took the game, and now we owned Desert Strike suddenly. So yeah. So we played a lot of fucking Desert Strike after that, man. I don't know what happened there. The Rhino guy, maybe he was high or something. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, man, he handed the game back over. We're like, cool. All right, we'll take it. See ya. So yeah, we got a copy of Desert Strike on Rhino. So cheers to Rhino. Fucking, that's hilarious, right, guys? But Gouda, yeah, man. That's a good point, man. Why did they stop making those games? I know that it got a little weird, like when it started getting like the PSX era, they had like Nuclear Strike, and it was just starting to get a little weird. Like they're running out of ideas, you know. But yeah, they could reboot that franchise. They rebooted fucking Choplifter. Why not do a new Strike game? You know, I don't know. Okay, back to the game here. Fucking Rhino video games, man. You guys, glad you guys remember that. That's hilarious. Oh, speaking of old Genesis games, they were supposed to reboot General Chaos. You guys remember that game on Genesis? That game was the shit, dude. I don't know what happened there. They were supposed to reboot that franchise. Oh, man.
Yeah, buddy! Yeah! Tonight!
Oh, we got a miss. XCOM, baby. Fuck this archer, by the way. Never rub another man's rhubarb.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Okay, who needs to be healed? Oh, Sewer Shark was great. I love that game. Sega CD, fuck yeah. I pretty much bought Sega CD for Sewer Shark. Although, I guess, no, sorry. I didn't buy it. I made my parents buy it so I could have fucking Sewer Shark on that shit. And Mortal Kombat. Because Mortal Kombat on Sega CD was like fucking damn near perfect arcade recreation. It was really good. Yeah, Sewer Shark though was awesome. I love that game. Sewer Shark was really hard, yeah. Who shot Johnny Rock? Oh, Gouda, holy shit. You know what that makes me think of is back in the day when you got a fucking 3DO, man. 3DO, remember that shit? Holy shit, dude. The 3DO, talk about a joke. Sega CD was the shit, man. I fucking love that thing. It came with the 3DO. I can't believe you got one, man. We were so like, what the fuck? I remember we coming over. We're like, oh, it's got a 3DO. Holy shit. And we're like, these games suck. Sega CD was awesome. Did you guys know that the fucking PlayStation... Listen to this shit. You guys probably know this. Like, Gouda, you guys... I don't know. You guys may or may not... Chuck, you might know this, too. The fucking PlayStation was a Super Nintendo CD prototype. Sony made a fucking Super Nintendo CD, and Nintendo rejected it, and they're like, oh, well, fuck you. We'll release it anyway. And turns out... it's just like destroyed, man. It was pretty crazy. And then now you know, look at what happened. So it's kind of funny to think about that shit. Oh, let's get some money. Cheers, guys. This is a lot of fun. You know, Nintendo's not hurting, man. They're doing fine. It's just kind of funny to think about, like, what could have been, you know? The 3DO, though, holy shit. What a crazy thing that was, man. Super crazy. I just realized I probably need to be healing. Hey, man, yeah, you do some shit, man. Do something. Samurai Showdown on the 3DO. Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay, so they had a couple good games, you know. Just a couple. Most of the things they had on there were just shit. Just terrible. Woo-hoo!
Yeah, buddy!
Yeah, it's just... Wasn't there a Blade Runner game on 3DO? I remember 3DO was like FMV FMV fucking central. You look at Sewer Shark and is it Night Trap? You look at those early FMV games. 3DO was the king of that shit, the fucking FMV stuff. Oh, nice. Whiff. No joke, Dr. Cresp. I almost bought a Jaguar just for Aliens vs. Predator. I wanted that game so bad. I almost bought the Jaguar, but it was too expensive. I couldn't afford it. I remember I painted a house with my dad over the summer to raise the money to buy my PlayStation. That's how I got it. The Jaguar, though, fucking A. Aliens vs. Predator looks so good. I wanted that game so bad. I almost raised enough money to buy it. I couldn't quite get there. And I had this is a funny fucking story, guys. I had a friend who had a Jaguar. He's the only guy in the whole universe that had one, right? Nobody knew anybody with a Jaguar. It was too fucking expensive. Nobody had it. But I knew a guy who had one. And he lived in my neighborhood. And I wasn't really good friends with him or anything. I just knew he had it. And so I would go to his house. Listen to this shit, guys. We'd be on the bus together, right? The school bus, coming home. And we get dropped off. He lived in the neighborhood, but it was like, I lived in this neighborhood that was like several subdivisions connected, you know, by different streets and stuff. So I jump on my bike. The bus would drop us off far apart. So I jump on my bike, I'd ride over to his house. It's like, I know he's home because the bus just dropped him off. He's there. He's got to be there. And like, you know, I tried to, you know, I don't know, shit. We were like 12 years old or 11 or so, who fuck knows, right? I would go to his house. I'd ride my bike to his house. Like right after the bus dropped me off, I'd ride over there as fast as I can get there. Bang on his door. He wouldn't open his door. He's like, he knew I was coming over to play the Jaguar. He's like, he like wouldn't answer the door. I was like, I want to play Aliens vs. Predator, motherfucker. Let me in. He just wouldn't. I don't know. He pretended like he wasn't home. He's like, I know he was home. The bus just dropped him off. His parents aren't home. He didn't go anywhere. So I was like, I want to play it. Bang on his door, like, come on, let me in, I'm gonna play it. Oh, fuck. I wanted that game really bad, and so this is kind of funny. I know he was there. He was hoarding the fucking Alien vs. Predator. You know, I hear years later that like it wasn't actually that good of a game and all that. I'm just like, oh man, dude. I didn't care. I just want to play it so bad. So that's my Jaguar story. I mean, that dude, I don't know what happened to that guy, but he was kind of a weird dude. But yeah, that was just so funny that he was the only kid I ever knew that had one. I was like, I gotta play that game. It looks so good. Chuck, he lived near Peace. If that gives you any bearing on where this guy was. Dr. Kress, so your dad had a Jaguar? Oh, I missed your. Oh shit, I missed that you had one. I didn't even see that chat there. Holy shit, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I was so jealous, man. I wanted a Jaguar really bad. In fact, I remember. You guys remember GamePro, the magazine? I had my GamePro with the fucking screenshots of Aliens vs. Predator, and I was like, oh my god, it looks so amazing. It was, oh yeah, you know, it's like, dude, I was losing my shit over that game. I was like, fucking A. And then, yeah, never got to play it. I played AvP on PC years later, and that was a pretty good game, actually, but, you know, back in the day, the console days, man, fucking Jaguar, and the controller was ridiculous. It was totally ridiculous. But yeah, you know, never got to play it. Who needs to be healed? Hold on a second. Oh God, who's got 8 health? Where's that guy? Where the hell are you? You. Yeah. How about you? All right, good stuff. Crespo, that's awesome you had a Jaguar, man.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Yeah, their controller was just awful. Just so bad.
Now we're going to do something extremely fun. We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
Oh, shit. Yeah, the controller was just absolutely ludicrous. I don't know what they were thinking. Okay, so our merchants survived, I think. Seems like it. This is going a lot better than the first attempt. Can't believe you guys made me think of that old fucking story. I go to my buddy's house banging on the door. He's like, I know you're home, motherfucker. Let me play AvP. It's awesome. He's probably like, go away. And yeah, Gouda with the fucking 3DO, man. Those were the days, man. We had so much fun. Holy shit. God, I remember Gouda, you and I, we play fucking Mario Kart, Actraiser, Pilot Wings, so many good games back in the day. Oh, that shit was hilarious. Okay, what's going on over here? This dude's surrounded. These dudes are knocked out. We're good. Let's get some money. Cash money. Oh, it's on now. Dude, I'll tell you guys, the day, listen to this story. Here's another fucking good story. Check this out. The day the Super Nintendo got released, this was in November, or maybe October, I can't remember. It was in the fall, though, for sure. Fall or early winter, right before Christmas. I go, well, my parents were off to see a movie or who knows what, right? But my sister and I got stuck. We had to go next door to be babysat. I was probably, what, Super Nintendo was what, 91? 90 or 91? Right? Something like that. So I was 9 years old. Wait. Yeah, 91, I was 9 years old. So, I was, I was too young. I still had to be babysat or whatever. So they sent me over to my neighbor's place, but it was the day of the release. He got one. He had a Super Nintendo, and I remember going over there, and he's babysitting us. He wasn't babysitting us. He's playing his SNES. And I'm sitting there watching it. I'm just like, I'm in awe. I am in total awe. I was like, I could not fucking believe it. And the game he played was Castlevania 4. And I'm watching Castlevania, and it's Super Nintendo, so 16-bit graphics, and it's just like mind-blowing, man. I was like shitting my pants. Like, this looks so good. I can't believe it. He's playing Castlevania, Super Nintendo, and it's like, oh my god. He didn't have to babysit me. I was glued to that screen. He could have left the oven on. It could have started a fire. We were both just glued to that screen. Didn't matter at all. So I'm watching him play Castlevania, and I'll never forget it, man. He fights Medusa. You guys play Castlevania 4? Most of you have, probably. He fights Medusa, and she's topless. And here we go, like on Super Nintendo. I was 9 years old. It blew my mind. I was like, I could not fucking believe what I was seeing on the screen. Topless Medusa in Castlevania 4 on Super Nintendo. And I was like, I gotta have Super Nintendo. It's amazing. Amazing. I saw Super Mario World later at another buddy's house, but that night he only played Castlevania. And man, he was just like, shit. He was having a blast, and I was like, can I play? He's like, no. It's like, fair enough. I mean, what am I gonna do? You know, it's he got it on release day. He got Castlevania, and he's sitting there. He's like, no, you can't play, you dumbass kid. No, this is my shit. It's like my babysitting money paid for that fucking console. You asshole. Let me have a round in Castlevania. Yeah, it didn't happen. But shit, I was glued to that screen, man. I watched him play Castlevania, and I was like, this is incredible. Holy shit. Dr. Cresp, the first SNES game for you was TM Turtles in Time? Wow, that was a good port, actually, man. The Turtles arcade games were fantastic. I remember Gouda and I would play those. I mean, maybe Chuck, you were there too. I'm not sure. Holy shit, the Simpsons arcade game, Turtles in Time, X-Men, all the Konami beat-em-ups, dude. All those games. Yeah, just like classic. Super classic, awesome. Let's deal with this Archer. The Archer's pissing me off. Sit down. Yeah, we got him. I remember, dude, okay, so Simpsons arcade, I know we beat that in the arcade. But you know what I remember is Metal Slug. Metal Slug 2. I think it was, I don't think it was, I think you were there, Gouda. Me and you, we played Metal Slug 2. And I remember I had a roll of quarters, $5, like one of those, not cardboard, but the paper rolls of quarters. I had a roll of quarters in my pocket. And I remember we beat Metal Slug 2, and it took a whole roll of fucking quarters to beat that shit. That was so fun, though, man. All right, what's happening here? We need to... Holy shit, one guy is like really doing bad here. Okay, we got this. We got this by the ass! Only 37? That's kind of weak, bro. But that gets better, man. That's kind of bad. How's this guy doing? Well, he's actually doing he's doing fine. Get some money. The Simpsons arcade game was the shit, dude. So many good Konami beat-em-ups, man. The Simpsons, Turtles in Time, Sunset Riders, X-Men. I mean, just game after game, hit after hit. Fucking awesome. Quarter Munchers for sure, but awesome games. We played, oh man, what is it? Revolution X, Narc, Terminator 2 shooter, arcade game. Oh man, we played so many good games. And then Gouda, one of our birthdays at Aladdin's Castle, we had a full team of X-Men. Yeah, all 6 players. That was the shit. They had the double cabinet with the 2 screens, and you could have all 6. Yeah, those were the days, man. Avengers was good. Yeah, the Avengers arcade game. What was that arcade called? Oh man. Man, we're going deep, guys. This is like 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Dr. Crest says, man, going to the arcade, such a good time until some high schooler would come and kick your ass in Mortal Kombat. Dude. Nah, arcade was our place, man. Me and Gouda and Chuck and Tomatron, if he's still on, man, we would just go to arcades. We'd have so much fun, dude. That was our place. It didn't matter if you got your ass kicked in a fighting game with Street Fighter 2 or a SNK fighting game or something, man. It was just still so much fun. It was fun until you ran out of quarters, and it wasn't so much fun. I played Pigskin. Do you guys remember Pigskin? It was a medieval football game, and there was like, you could, there was pits and shit. It was a lot like Mutant League Football. I love that game too, man. That game was the shit. Oh, we had so much fun, man. Oh. Mortal Kombat. Here's another fun story about my days in the arcades. We go to the beach, and this was in Longboat Key in South Tampa in Florida. This is in 1992, 93, whenever the fuck Mortal Kombat came out, right? This is old, right? So we go to this beachside place, Longboat Key, down near Tampa, and my whole family goes. And the way it worked with my family was my mom, my dad, all day they'd hang out with us. We'd be at the beach, we'd be swimming, doing all this shit. And then by the nighttime, my parents were sick of us. My sister and I said, okay, here's $10 or $20, whatever. Go to the arcade and keep yourselves busy for a while. We're going to go see a movie, or we're going to go to dinner, or we're going to do whatever. No kids, though, right? So my sister and I, we go to the arcade. My sister didn't want to be at the arcade. She didn't give a shit. She didn't play anything. But I was like, yeah. So I walk into the arcade, man. This is like 1992, probably. 1991 or 92, somewhere in there. And I walk into this arcade. I'm in a new city. I've never been to Longboat Key, down in South Florida. I walk into this bar, or this arcade, and I hear this sound. The game was so loud compared to everything else in the whole place. You talk about pinball machines, every other arcade game. This game was so fucking loud. It was like turned up as loud as possible. And I hear all this screaming and people yelling, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I walk over, and the first thing I saw as I'm walking over to the arcade machine, there's a big group of people standing around. People waiting in line. They have their quarters on the rim of the fucking glass for their turn. You guys remember that shit? You put your quarter on the glass. He's like, I'm next, motherfucker. I'm playing next. You guys remember that shit? I walk in there. The arcade machine had 30 people around it. Quarters lined up all along the whole bottom of the machine. And the first thing I see is the Sub-Zero fatality where he rips off the guy's head, and his spinal cord is hanging there. I saw that. You're talking about, you've seen violence in games at this point, but nothing like this. And the sound was as loud as possible. They rip his head off. All 30 people around the machine are like cheering and like, holy shit, oh my god, oh, I see this, I'm like, what is this game? This is amazing. Holy shit. I never even played it that night. I just watched everybody else play it. I didn't stand a chance. These kids were all like, high school age or even older. There was no way. I had no chance. I never even touched this game, and I just watched them play it, and I was like, this is Mortal Kombat. Like, holy fucking shit. This is the game. Like, wow. And and I didn't spend a dime that night. I sat there. I'm in the arcade, and rather than play other games, I just watched these guys play Mortal Kombat one after another, because they all had their quarters lined up on the glass. One after another, they knocked each other out. I'm just watching these guys play, and I was like, this game's the shit. I gotta play this game. And I remember, like, a couple days later, I go back to the arcade. It wasn't as busy. I got a chance to play it. Got my ass handed to me, but I was like, this game is just incredible. All the blood and the violence and the fatalities and shit. And I was like obsessed with that game, man. So that was my Mortal Kombat like introduction. And then like, I just, you walk in and it's like the arcades, man. The sounds and everything, like you can, yeah, man. It's like a thing that you can't really replicate, All right, let's try to finish this mission here. I got so distracted by the old going down old memory lane there. The Game Gear port of Mortal Kombat, yeah, it was pretty good. Sega did pretty well there. You talk about even Genesis, like, had all the blood and the guts and everything, and then you talk about Sega CD, which in my opinion was the best port at the time. And then you had Game Gear and all that. So Sega did a pretty good job.
Now we're going to do something extremely fun. We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
But then it was like, I think Super Nintendo, they realized like, oh shit, we can't sell any copies of Mortal Kombat when all the blood is like gray, looks like sweat or whatever. Like, we're like, all the kids are like, fuck that, no. So Mortal Kombat 2 on the SNES was like near perfect arcade reproduction. It was so good. I remember... Story time again, guys. You guys are digging up all these memories, man. I remember I got Mortal Kombat 2 on Super Nintendo. I had the cartridge in my hands. I had to go to school that day. I was so pissed off because I just wanted to stay home and play Mortal Kombat. And I was a good kid. I didn't skip school back then. So, you know, sorry. I was too nice. I instead of skipping school, I went to class. But in my backpack was the cartridge and then the instruction book. So I remember me and my buddies in middle school were all huddled around with the instruction book and we're looking through it. We're just like, oh, you just can't wait to get home and play that shit. You're like, fuck everything else that happens today. I could be run over by a bus. I don't care. I just want to get home and play Mortal Kombat 2. I was so fired up. I can't remember, like, how I even was able to afford it, but I somehow got a copy of the game before everybody else. We're talking like day and date, right? And I had a copy of that fucker, and I was just like, I gotta get home this day. And you know how it is when you're a kid. The days run for so long. That day took forever to be over. And I was just like, I just gotta get home and play this game. I couldn't handle it. I was distracted all day. I couldn't get anything done. I was just like, I had the instruction book, just kept looking at the screenshots, and I was like, oh, yeah, get home, play Mortal Kombat 2. You know, my parents were like, you do your homework? I was like, yeah, shut up. I don't, whatever. I'm playing Mortal Kombat, you know? Oh, man, those were the days, dude. Those were the days. What's going on? Yeah, you're good, fine. Oh, I thought about maybe healing that guy. Now I know what I was trying to think about doing. All right, so I think we're good, guys. I think we're going to be able to complete this mission, maybe.
Now we're going to do something extremely fun. We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What...
Yeah! Tonight! Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
This is the end of the... Oh, hey, here's a job change thing. Cool. Let's go back to... Oh, no. So this is cool. I wanted to see this, so we changed the jobs and stuff. Ooh, Game Gear had a legit Spider-Man game. I don't remember which one that was. RoboCop vs. Terminator was awesome. On Genesis, I had that game. It was super bloody. It was great. How many batteries did you burn through with your Game Gear? Also, did you have the big, bulky protection case for it? I had a Game Gear for like, I don't know, it was 2 or 3 months. I sold it, I don't know, at a garage sale. My parents were so pissed off that I resold it. I didn't play it though. It wasn't very practical. I don't know. Yeah, Chuck says his parents wouldn't let him have Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. You borrowed Street Fighter 2 from Greg Standridge. Oh, that guy. I wonder what happened to him, man. Did you keep in touch with him? That's hilarious. Did he play it at midnight? So Chuck, my buddy Chuck, his dad was definitely into... Your dad was into computer science stuff. So you had a really fast computer when Quake 2 came out. And I remember going to your place, Chuck, and we played Quake 2 into the wee hours of the morning because your computer was the only one that could run it. I ended up with a copy of the game. I couldn't even fucking play it. Your computer was the only computer that could run it that week. So we played Quake 2. We're like, holy shit. Oh my God. It's so good. Okay, so how does this work? Recruitment. Let's see. Oh my God. So, here's what the money's for. You recruit new... You recruit new fighters, I guess. About jobs. Let's change some jobs here. Holy shit. Okay. Ooh, look at that. There's Archer. We have to unlock it level 6. Okay, so I can't actually upgrade any of my units yet, which sucks. There's some abilities, though, you got to unlock. That's kind of interesting. So... I have... Wait, somehow I ended up with 2 extra... Wait a minute. Yeah, I ended up with 2 extra physicians somehow. I'm not sure what happened there. But I can't... I'm gonna make one of them... I'll make one of them a mercenary. Because I... What? Oh, wait a minute. Equipment? Really? Wow, so you can actually, like, find stuff? Equipment? What? Maybe there's a shop or something? I'm not sure about this. Oh my god, there's more. Oh, it's just the appearance, right? Yeah, I don't care about that. Not for now, anyway. Ooh, the store. There it is.
Yeah, buddy!
Holy shit. Oh my god. So yeah, there's totally items and stuff. All right. Well, damn. Oh well, I don't know. I mean, go back to the store. Is there armor or something? There's just the gloves. Actually, increased speed is a little bit of a hack. Let's buy some of those. I guess we'll buy a couple more revive potions. Gotta have some of those. Yeah. Okay, how do we equip? Let's go back and... Alright. Oh, it's not here, is it? Job thing? Yeah. Alright, trinket. Yeah. Alright, I don't have anything else to give out. That's done. Interesting. Alright, well... do one more mission, guys. I think we have it in us. I might need another beer, though.
Yeah! Tonight!
I don't know. Keep them all together, I think. That's the way to go. Okay, good. He's fighting with me. That's a positive. Yeah, guys, let me get another beer, though, before we do this mission. This will be the last one, because it's already almost 10 o'clock. But yeah, let me get another beer.
Yeah, buddy!
Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
We'll do one more mission. Hopefully, we won't fail it. Oops, I did not mean to move him there, but hey, that's fine. Guys, check it out. We have Rahr and Sons. It's Prost, y'all. Look at that. It's awesome. We got Rahr and Sons, bourbon barrel aged winter warmer, 11% ABV. Dark, robust malts, English hops, aged Witherspoon Distillery oak barrels, aged in Witherspoon Distillery oak barrels. Sweet, smooth vanilla and oak finish. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah! Tonight!
Wait till they get a load of me. Oop. Oop.
Yeah, buddy. Let's give it a little taste. Yeah. Ooh. It's good, but it's not very, the barrel is very, subtle, actually. Yeah, man, fucking Rahr and Sons. These guys are Texas through and through. You know what I mean?
Yeah! Tonight! Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
Yeah.
Yeah! Tonight!
Yeah, buddy!
That's Ronnie Coleman is from Texas, so hey, here's the Texas connection.
Yeah, buddy!
Wait till they get a load of me.
Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
Shit, what else can we think to talk about from 20 years ago? This shit's hilarious, man. You guys remember the fucking Spider-Man arcade game that had Hawkeye in it, a Black Cat and shit? This is like early 90s, you know? This is an old game. You guys remember that? I played it, you know where I played it? Was at the bowling alley. Alley Cats, you guys remember that place? They had the old Spider-Man arcade game there. It was awesome. You fought Venom. Yeah, man, it was really good. It's XCOM now. There's no hope. I thought it was really cool because like it was the first game where you had like all of Spider-Man's like proper villains, like Mysterio, Electro, Doc Ock. Like, you know, it was like they did it. Venom is in it too. They did it right, you know, and it was like it's like a game nobody talks about. You hear all about like the X-Men arcade game. You hear sometimes about the Avengers arcade game a little bit, but that Spider-Man game was the shit. I remember it was so cool to see Hawkeye in a game that early, you know. Nobody, I don't know. It was a good game. Wow, he's getting wrecked. I thought he was tougher, you know? I don't have to save him. You're my enforcer, man. You gotta be tough. Gotta kick his ass. Oh, shit. Well, I think... Yep. Let's deal with the archer if we can. .38's pretty good. Hit. Yeah, this is alright.
Yeah! Tonight!
Yeah, the bowling alley, man. Those were the days, you know. My parents would just drop... Well, they wouldn't drop me off because they were bowling, but I was kind of left to my own devices. They'd give me a roll of quarters and be like, all right, just keep it busy for a few hours. Just get out of our hair. And so I'd play, like, everything they had. I remember playing RC Pro-Am a lot at the arcade in the bowling alley. RC Pro-Am, and then this game called Rastin. You guys ever play Rastin? Which I saw like a thing recently that was like, Rastin was a Metroidvania. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It was not. It's an arcade game. Oh my god. Rastin was not a fucking Metroidvania. Bullshit. Shinobi was great. I love the Shinobi games. Holy shit. Shinobi was awesome. Russian Attack, yeah, played a lot of that game too, for sure, man. Operation Wolf, yeah. Dude, I was all over it. Operation Wolf. Remember Spy Hunter? No, it's not Spy Hunter, Super Spy. SNK, Super Spy. That game was awesome too. Wow, she's like super wrecked already. The fuck? This dude's almost dead. Are you kidding me? Of course he's got to survive. See, this is the thing. The AI is just... The AI is dog shit. And they're making me defend these characters that are so stupid. This is the kind of thing I can't stand. I know it's early. I'm not trying to, you know, shit on it too much, but... He's gonna get killed. There's no question about it. And there's enemies spawning in. Look at this. What the fuck? I don't know, man. There's no clear path here, I don't think. Let's try to deal with the, just see what we can do. It's not... Oh, 41's not that bad, actually. Alright, Y-graph is down. That, you know, you guys know what that means. This shit's hopeless. The tank is almost done. I can't attack him. Can I? Okay, let's see if we can reach Y-graph with the... Oh, he's one tile away. I can't do it. Tab, back out. How about a healing potion too? Not you. Fuck. To yourself. Yeah. Alright, what are we dealing with here? God damn, dude. Alright, I'm gonna try something, guys. This is... Obviously, this game is still being, like, you know, fixed and all that. Let's see if a health potion will revive this guy. Let's see what happens here. The answer is no. It's worth a shot, right?
Yeah, buddy! Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight. Yeah! Tonight!
Yeah, man. Chuck, you still on, man? I'm sort of let down by the music, I gotta say. It's just, it's not that it's bad, it's just that it hasn't really stuck out as being like anything remarkable. Gatorcade! Gouda! Yes, I think you got it, man. Gatorcade. Wow. Holy shit. Yeah, man. That's awesome. Oh god, what do I need to do? Who needs to be healed here? This dude. Are you shitting me? Let's revive him. He's gonna get wrecked right away though. Whatever. I don't care. I think we're almost done with this, guys. Holy shit. I don't think there's much more I can do here. Yeah, dude, Gatorcade was the shit. Oh, we did. Did we make a song, though? I don't think we did. Yeah, I don't think so. So I guess it's like you fill up the song bar, even if you're not doing like exactly what they need you to do, because you guys can see there's those different melodies there. I've not done a single one. I don't know about that mechanic, man. It doesn't make sense in a strategy game to be like, well, I'm going to do this arbitrary action just to make, just to have this buff, you know? Like, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I don't really think it's not that appealing. I don't know. Maybe like as you progress through the game, it'll be a lot easier to make it. Wait. So he has a buff though. What is that? See, there's no tooltips over the. If I mouse over this, it doesn't show me what it does. So I can't tell what if he has a boost or what. I don't know. Damn. He's oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Nice. He's done. Gouda, thanks for hanging out, man. Good times, good stories and everything, man. Fucking talking about shit that happened 20 years ago. It's a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out, man. Cheers. I'll see you. Hopefully, see you for the next one, man. Cheers. Oh yeah.
Now we're going to do something extremely fun. We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy? And what does he do?
Alright. I only have one potion. I don't know why I'm reviving him. He's just going to get killed again. This is a waste of time. Got him! Cheers, guys, by the way. Thank you for watching.
Now we...
Whistle! 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 Yeah! Tonight!
Okay. I can't resurrect these guys. I can heal her, I guess. Might as well, right? Chuck, still here. All right, cool, man. Oh my God, I totally clicked the wrong thing. Back out of that. Yeah, thank you for. You guys made me look up how to back out. That's a game changer. Dr. Crest, they don't counterattack. No. If you do defend, you get sort of like an Overwatch. Where if the enemy moves in within one space of your guy, he will attack. But otherwise, no, they don't counterattack. Now, I think, man, so it's tough to remember, but I think that the monk class in the original Final Fantasy Tactics, there was a reaction ability where they would counterattack, I think. So maybe that will be something they put in this game. So that if you get attacked, you actually have a counterattack. But you had to be a monk in Final Fantasy Tactics. There were something like 30 or 40 different jobs you could have in the original Tactics. So that was one of the different things that you could do. So I think I'm basically screwed here. I don't think there's a way I can win this. And the AI is like, you know, I mean, come on. It's like, again, it's the first day of early access. I'm not trying to judge this game too harshly, you know, not yet anyway. There is something to be said, I guess, about, hey, you know, this game almost didn't even happen to begin with, so be happy with what you get. I don't know. Oh, this is a problem. Nope, back out of that. Oh my god, dude. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. They got weather effects added in. It's raining, you know, it's kind of interesting. I mean, the engine is definitely solid.
Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
Well, it's not looking good, guys. If she goes down, that's it. Okay, well, I think I just lost, so. It's not quite, not yet. Yeah, I don't see this happening, you know? Most of my dudes are dead. So this is probably the end of the road for us. Alright, that's probably the end right there. Oh, yeah. Guess I'm not surprised.
Wait till they get a load of me. Oop. Oop.
All right, guys, I'm going to call it here. Let me finish my beer, though. Cheers, guys. Chuck asks, is there any meta stuff in the game yet? I don't think so. At least not that I noticed anyway. Dr. Cresp, they have a lot of detail work to do. Yes, you're correct. The core is there. They just need to do something to make it unique. Yes, I agree 100%. Step one is art direction. Fix that. Make it have more personality. You can't get by anymore with a generic fantasy theme in a game like this. You gotta have some kind of personality to the game. Don't do a generic fantasy game anymore. It's been done to death. You gotta do something original. I can't stress that enough. That's the main stumbling block right now with this game. Plus the AI is... But, I mean, come on. Today's the first day of early access. They'll probably work on all this stuff. It's going to get better, I think. But, you know, starting out, they have some work to do for sure, man. But hey, I mean, this is better than nothing. This is far from nothing, you know. So, yeah, so I will, you know, I'm going to put this on the shelf after we played it tonight. I've given it a little bit of the run through here. I'm going to put it on the shelf, and lots of other games are going to come and go, and we'll see like what happens with this game, and I'll play it again at some point, I'm sure, in the future, and we'll see like how much, you know, they get it further developed, and who knows, man, it might end up being a really good game. I don't know. Time will tell, right? We went down some memory lanes, like some fun stories about like Dreamcast and Atari Jaguar, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, the PlayStation. I mean, we talked about so much shit. That was a lot of fun. Fond memories for me, arcades, good times, guys. That was a lot of fun. You definitely, these 12 Beers of Christmas streams are only supposed to be an hour to an hour and a half. You guys had me on here for 3.5 hours, so you guys, you made it more than it was planned, so that's awesome. I'm really excited about that. So cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to end it now. I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm having some fun. Just trying to make it entertaining for you guys. So hopefully I'm getting that done. If not, I always want to hear feedback from you guys. Let me know how I'm doing. If the soundboards are funny or not.
Woohoo! Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
Just trying shit, you know? I mean, just trying to be entertaining and make it worth your time. So you guys give me some feedback. Anyway, hey, I'll see you tomorrow, 7 o'clock, Friday night. It's gonna be wild. Anyway, guys, hey, thanks for hanging out and watching. I hope you had fun. Like I said, my goal is to entertain you guys. That's all this is. I want to share a beer with you guys. That's all I'm trying to do. So thank you for drinking with me and hanging out. And I will see you for the next one. Cheers. Oh. Woohoo! All right, guys. See you later.